Hey, what is up, guys? It's Brewster Tizzy here, back again with another Santa Fe Scorpions video, and we'll be finally kicking off year 2 as we face off against Buffalo. And they obviously haven't played a game yet, and we haven't either, so even though it's week 2, we have both yet to play our first games. So here is Santa Fe's official depth chart heading into year 2 of Santa Fe's history, and yes, I've decided to bench Johnny Morris over true freshman QB Travis Roberson, and he's just amazing on the field with his speed, and surprisingly he has a really good throwing arm and as well like some accuracy, especially on the run. He's really good, so you can really see his athleticism all over the place when he plays, and he's just such a good thrower as well. That's mainly the reason why I've put him over Johnny Morris. Another change I have made here is I've benched Jeffrey Cox and placed him with Alex Newton because I've been playing tons of practice, and Jeffrey Cox still has the drop issues as he just continually just drops passes, and they're just wide open passes. They're not even like contested ones where he could easily drop them because a defender hits him. Just straight up drops wide open passes that are so easy to catch. So decided to put Alex Newton, who's been really reliable, in his place. And I also want to just highlight here, Mark Foster, our true freshman cornerback here, has been outstanding in practice so far. He's been like easily the best corner we've had on this team, and he's been amazing in man coverage. He gets tons of interceptions, reads the ball well, makes plays on defense. So I might be even bumping him up to number 1, but right now I'll just keep him at 2 where he's been amazing. And looking at Buffalo's roster here, they have a decent roster actually, as it's mostly 80 overalls. Their best player is a 89 overall kicker and 89 offensive guard, so it's kind of interesting. But their best skill position players is middle linebacker J.J. Johnson, 84 middle linebacker. And their halfback is an 82 overall, and Braylon Cox, their QB, is an 81 overall. And I also forgot to mention in the practice segment right there, but I have revamped my playbook so it fits more of Travis Roberson's style, and there's a lot more option plays, a lot more play action and rollouts, so not really going to have that many deep concepts and passing plays in the playbook, but I've replaced it with more short passes, rollouts, play actions, and option plays, so it's more easier for Travis Roberson. Alrighty guys, welcome to Buffalo, New York, as the Santa Fe Scorpions are about to take on the Buffalo Bulls. First game of year 2. Let's see how it goes. Alrighty, so Santa Fe will be starting off on defense, first drive of the game. Year 2 about to get underway here as Braylon Cox looking around and dumps off to his running back, who breaks through a tackle but only gains 3 yards on the first reception. So it is 2nd and 7 now for Buffalo. Braylon Cox still looking. Will try to dump it off to his wide receiver Matt Seals, and he gains the first down, 9 yards on the play. So Buffalo picking up a first down through the passing, and Braylon Cox decided to scramble here. Got some blockers upfield, but McFadden's about to tackle him. So McFadden there saving the tackle right before he gets the first down, and Braylon Cox will do a quick screen out to Seals, and he'll easily pick up the first down as Mark Foster, true freshman corner, makes his first tackle. Alrighty, so Buffalo now at the 50-yard line, 1st and 10. Braylon Cox here goes with the read option, drags McFadden forward for a 9-yard rush. Nice play there by their QB. So far on defense, Santa Fe hasn't been able to do anything as stopping for Buffalo, and their running back, Jason Young, will pick up another first down. 1st and 10 now for Buffalo after picking up yet another first down. Braylon Cox looking around, and he'll dump it off to Young. Once again, he'll break through another tackle. Luckily, Skinner's there to tackle him. So it is now 2nd and 6 here for Buffalo. Cox will dump it off again in a curl, as Cedric Russell picks up 10 yards again. Buffalo just moving down the field with ease, nearing the 20-yard line as they'll do a halfback draw to Young. And luckily John McGrew, or actually no, that was Oliver Murphy, just barely tackles him, which might have been a touchdown saving play. So now 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard rush. They go right back to another run, and McFadden's not able to stop Young before he gets the first down. And it actually looks like Young is holding his head there. So in comes their backup running back, Roberson, as their starting running back, Young, got injured. And we send pressure, and he breaks a sack. I'm not so sure. And we miss a tackle. Wow. Lee Wilson with 11-yard touchdown after Braylon Cox sheds a sack. What a play. So here on the play, Kevin Maxwell comes off the edge, unblocked. It's not be able to bring down Braylon Cox. He dumps it off to a wide open receiver in the flats. And Mark Foster just overruns him. That was my bad on the user, just completely overrunning him. Runs in for the easy touchdown. Well, that is definitely not how Santa Fe want to start out this game, especially on defense. But here is Travis Roberson's first ever play and first ever drive in a Santa Fe uniform. And we'll go with the read option here. And he actually has some nice blocks. Almost picks up the first down here. So on Travis Roberson's first ever play, he picks up 9 yards on the rush. Just shy of a first down. But here we'll give it to Lavelle Evans, who will pick up that first down off of a 3-yard rush. And quick update here, Buffalo's starting running back Young is going to be out for the game with a mild concussion, so good break for us. But here Travis Roberson will pick up 7 yards on the rush. 2nd and 3 here now for Santa Fe as we bring Smith in motion here. And Travis Roberson will scramble out and he'll get some nice blocks upfield. Picks up another 11 yards on the rush. So now it is 1st and 10 past the 50-yard line. And we'll go with the play action play here. Travis Roberson looking around and will get hit as he releases the ball, trying to hit Alex Newton across the middle of the field. So that incompletion will now bring up a 2nd and 10 here for Santa Fe. And Travis Roberson hits Bernard Smith over the middle of the field. First completion for Travis Roberson as he gains 17 yards on the pass. Santa Fe nearing the red zone here as they're just outside the 20-yard line. But we'll go with another read option with Travis Roberson. Tries cutting up back in the middle of the field, but only gains 4 yards. So now it is 2nd and 6 here for Santa Fe. And Travis Roberson will hit Glenn Saunders in the flats. Tries to pick up the first down, will be just short. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. So Santa Fe facing a 3rd down here for the first time in this game. 3rd and 1. And we'll try out the read option with Travis Roberson, but the corner will get Travis Roberson in the backfield. Thought we almost broke away from that, but it's 4th and 4. And look at this, Travis Roberson's down. He's grabbing his knee. That is horrible. So it looks like Travis Roberson is injured. And hopefully, I'm really hoping that's not a torn ACL as he's grabbing his knee. But Santa Fe will attempt a field goal here. And the kick from Sisk will be just to the right. Everything's going wrong here for Santa Fe. And thank God as we get an update right there. Travis Roberson only has a mild foot sprain and will return in the game. But here, Roberson now for Buffalo will get a huge hole. Mark Foster will try to tackle him, and he will. But not after Roberson gains a huge gain for Buffalo. So I thought it would be a good thing that Young would be out for Buffalo, but apparently it's not, as they go right back to running with Roberson. And he has another big rush, 13 yards. Santa Fe not being able to do anything to stop this Buffalo offense. And once again, Roberson getting some nice blocks upfield as he gains 7 yards on the rush. And now Buffalo is at 2nd and 3 just outside the 10-yard line. Braylon Cox looking around to find his wide receiver Russell. Mark Foster will tackle him right before a touchdown though. This Buffalo offense has been amazing so far, not being able to do anything as we finally stop Roberson for a 0-yard rush, and it looks like he's injured. Wow, so Buffalo might have to go to their 3rd string running back here. And that will do it for an injury-filled first quarter. Buffalo currently leading 7-0 and has the ball at the 4-yard line. So now in comes Buffalo's 3rd string running back, Smith. So let's see what they'll do, and they'll go to a pass, and we're able to sack him. Rashawn Woods sacking Braylon Cox, and I'll bring up a 3rd and goal. And it looks like Jason Roberson will be able to return for Buffalo, so they won't be using their third string running back for long. But here, Braylon Cox on a third down, looking to get a touchdown, facing some pressure. And he's able to break the sack, and he'll just throw this out of bounds. A lot of stuff going on there, but Buffalo is not able to get the touchdown. So it looks like the Bulls will just settle for a field goal here, looking to go up 10-0. And the kick will be up, and it's good. Buffalo up 10-0 now. So kind of a scare there on the last play of offense from Santa Fe as Travis Roberson was holding his knee. But it looks like he's able to return and stay in this game. And he'll scramble out for a bit and try to launch it downfield for Glenn Saunders, who catches it. What a catch by Glenn Saunders, who leaps up and makes a crazy acrobatic catch in midair. So here, Travis Roberson temporarily scrambles out of the pockets, plants his feet, launches it down the field for Glenn Saunders, who somehow makes the catch in between two defenders. And just like that, Santa Fe is already past the 50 now. So now coming off that huge catch from Glenn Saunders, Santa Fe is at the 41-yard line, 1st and 10 here, and we'll hand it off to Jovan Thurman on the triple option. He has some room as he gains 11 yards on the rush. It is now 1st and 10 here for Santa Fe, and it looks like Buffalo's bringing a blitz. But here will find Bernard Smith, who breaks a tackle and gets 20 yards. That was a close throw as that was nearly intercepted, but it was completed to Bernard Smith for 20 yards. So Bernard Smith making his first catch of the new year. Especially let us down last year with that horrible drop pass in that bowl game. But anyways, his 1st and goal here in the red zone for Santa Fe. Travis Roberson will keep it, and he'll get the touchdown. Travis Roberson's first ever touchdown, coming off a 10-yard rush on the read option. Well, our offense may be doing good, but our defense has been not able to do anything in this game so far. Braylon Cox has been lighting us up, and he has all the time in the world here, and Tom Sanders fails to bring him down again. That is Tom Sanders' 2nd time he's not able to make a sack. So I might be actually considering bringing in Trey Harrington again if Tom Sanders is going to keep missing these sacks. It's 2 missed sacks he's made already. But anyways, a dump off here in the screen to Roberson, and Skinner's able to tackle him before he gets the first. And here's the break that Santa Fe needs. 3rd and 3 here for Santa Fe as Buffalo motion their tight end out to the left. Santa Fe looking to stop Buffalo here. Braylon Cox actually looking to scramble, and we stop him. Nice play there by Tom Sanders, finally coming up with the sack. So Santa Fe looking to repeat again on offense and get a touchdown like their last drive here. We'll hand off to Lavelle Evans, gains 5 yards on the rush. We really haven't rushed the ball at all with Lavelle Evans. He's only had 2 rushes for 8 yards. But anyways, it's 2nd and 8. Travis Roberson will quickly dump it off to our fullback Brown. He breaks through a tackle and gains 10 yards. First ever reception for Stephen Brown. And just in case you guys didn't know who Stephen Brown was, he's our walk-on fullback that's going to be replacing Wyatt Cabral since he graduated. But anyways, it's 1st and 10 now for Santa Fe. Travis Roberson will quickly dump it off to Jeffrey Cox. He gets slammed. Oh my god. So now it is 2nd and 4. Right shy of the 50-yard line. Anyways here, Travis Roberson will go with the play action. And he looks like he'll be taking off for himself. And he fumbles that ball out of bounds, but luckily goes out of bounds. He gains 10 yards on the rush. Santa Fe slowly moving down the field, but nonetheless still a 1st down here. And Travis Roberson again will try to scramble it out, and will duck out of bounds, and he'll pick up another 1st down through his legs. 1st and 10 once again here for Santa Fe. And Travis Roberson will try to hit Bernard Smith, and he does. 9-yard reception for Bernard Smith. 2nd and 1 now for Santa Fe. And we'll dump this off to Lavelle Evans, who gains a good amount of yards. 10 yards on the reception. So Santa Fe now in the red zone, looking to go up by a touchdown here. Or actually get a touchdown on this drive. Anyways, Lavelle Evans will take the carry. He'll stumble his way up for 9 yards. Nice rush by Lavelle Evans, just breaking through his tackles and stumbling forward. Santa Fe now 2nd and 1. 3 yards out from a touchdown. And they're in the Maryland formation right here, as they're stacked on a goal line basically. Anyways, we'll toss it out here to Lavelle Evans, and he easily gets some blocks and goes in for a touchdown. Santa Fe now up 14-10. So Santa Fe kicking this ball out back to Buffalo, as Jack will once again return it here for the Bulls. And he gets some nice blocks up the field, and he has all the room. Mark Foster luckily tackles him, but still a big return for him, 58 yards. So Buffalo now in prime position to get some points here right before halftime after that huge return. But anyways, 1st and 10 for Buffalo as they'll dump it off to Good, and Huff, my bad, and he'll gain 11 yards on the reception. So that's a 1st down for Buffalo, and they take the timeout. So they have 44 seconds now till halftime. And they'll dump it off to Roberson, but he drops the easy wide open pass. 2nd and 10 now for Buffalo. After that incompletion, Braylon Cox looking around. He'll fire over to Seals, wide open in the middle of the field. 22-yard reception, and that'll put them right up at the goal line. So Buffalo now 8 yards away from a touchdown here, and they'll run it with Roberson up the middle. Tries to break it through Damian Good's tackle, but only gains 4 yards. So now Buffalo 2nd and goal. Time's winding down. Braylon Cox looking around, still looking. There's wide open Roberson, but he runs out of bounds. He had the wide open touchdown, but just couldn't turn upfield. So Buffalo will not be trying to get the touchdown from 1 yard away. We'll just take this field goal. Let this time wind down to halftime. And the kick will be up and it's good. So Buffalo now only down by 1 point heading into halftime. But luckily here, Santa Fe will be receiving it for the second half. Jovan Thurman will be returning this here for Santa Fe. And he'll break to the left and get some nice blocks upfield. Jovan Thurman has some roaming, gains 47 yards on the return. So good returns for both teams here back to back. So Santa Fe is in nice starting field position at the 45-yard line after a nice return by Jovan Thurman. Anyways here, coming out second half, we'll fire it out to Marcus Washington, who breaks through the tackle, and he spins his way up. Marcus Washington will get the touchdown. Huge play just coming right out of halftime as Travis Roberson gets his first ever touchdown through the air. And what a play there by Marcus Washington by not going down. So I'm assuming that Santa Fe's defense was not expecting to come out of halftime so early on defense. But anyways, here Roberson slips through a tackle, will gain 12 yards on the rush. Jason Roberson has been amazing for Buffalo for the running game, as he'll get another handoff here and another 10 yards. So he's just been running all over us. I really wish that Young, their starting running back, never got injured, because right now Jason Roberson is covering us up, but finally we'll put a stop to that. And he looks like he's injured again. Second time this game he's been injured. So in comes Smith again, filling in for another injury, as Buffalo has been plagued by running back injuries. And here Cox will take the QB draw, will stumble his way up and gain the first down. Good play call there. So 1st and 10 now for Buffalo, and they'll go with the read option here. Braylon Cox weaves through a defender, and he makes another defender miss. Will finally get tripped up by Oliver Murphy, but only after a 27-yard rush. Buffalo has just been killing us through the run game so far this game. And they'll go with another option here. Pitch out to their tight end, who we cannot catch. And McCray will put an end to that, but it's another first down through the running game. And now Buffalo is 5 yards away from getting a touchdown here. We'll hand it off to Smith, but he goes nowhere, loses 2 yards on the rush. And it looks like Roberson will be out with a sprained ankle for 2 quarters, so that means he'll be out for the rest of the game. But anyways, Carl Smith again will get another carry, only gains 2 yards on the rush. So now it's 3rd and goal after Buffalo's been failing to run it into the end zone here. And they'll hand it off again for a 3rd straight time, but this time it will work and they'll get a touchdown. So no surprise here, as Buffalo will be going for the 2-point conversion to tie up this game. Cox looking around, still looking to pass it, and he'll hit Huff somehow, as Buffalo gets the 2-point conversion and ties up this game. So Santa Fe now back on offense, and once again starting in nice field position after another good return. But here anyways, Lavelle Evans will take the carry and will gain 9 yards on the rush. Santa Fe's offense has been amazing, even though we've only barely given the ball to Lavelle Evans through the running game, but here we'll give it out to him again, and nice blocking up the field as Lavelle Evans powers his way up for a 16-yard rush. So both teams here on defense are not able to really stop their opponent's run game, as Lavelle Evans will get another carry, but he only gains 5 yards after getting tripped up. He almost had another huge rush, but just barely gets tackled. 2nd and 5 here for Santa Fe after a 5-yard rush. Travis Roberson will go with the read option, but runs into a defender here, and he loses 2 yards on the rush. So Santa Fe, for the second time in this game, will be facing a 3rd down, 3rd and 6 here. And Travis Roberson, looking around, will fire it out to Lavelle Evans on the screen, and Lavelle Evans will be able to pick up the 1st down. So Travis Roberson, who's known as a scrambler, has only missed 1 pass on the game, as he's 10 for 11 on this game. But anyways, 1st and 10 after a screen, and Travis Roberson will keep it, but again lose 3 yards on the rush. So that's back-to-back negative yardage plays by Travis Roberson on the rush. 2nd and 13 now for Santa Fe, and it looks like Buffalo's blitzing here, and Travis Roberson will float out to Marcus Washington, who somehow catches it. What a pass there, and what a play there to catch that over his shoulder. Amazing play there all around. So after a beautiful pass there by Travis Roberson, puts Santa Fe down at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal here for Santa Fe, and Lavelle Evans will easily get another touchdown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and Santa Fe will take another 7-point lead here. So Santa Fe's defense has been struggling all game to make a stop. Only 1 punt so far forced, but anyways, here is floated up, and I thought that was intercepted there by Maxwell. Really close, but he gains 3 or 4 yards on the reception. So Buffalo in the hurry up. It's 2nd and 6 after a 4-yard reception. Cox looking around, and that time it's intercepted by Titus D'Angelo. He breaks through a tackle. He has 1 defender beat, but he gets tackled out bounds. Nice read there by Titus D'Angelo as he jumps that pass and intercepts it. So Santa Fe comes up with the interception on defense, and that puts the offense right now at the 15-yard line. So just only 15 yards for Santa Fe to get this touchdown, and Travis Roberson gets 6 yards on the rush, almost breaking that up for a touchdown. 2nd and 4 here for Santa Fe, and they'll go with the triple option, hand it off to Jovan Thurman, and he gets a touchdown. 10-yard rush for Jovan Thurman. That will now put up Santa Fe 34-21. So hopefully here Santa Fe will be able to get another stop on defense. But here Braylon Cox will actually draw it off to their running back Carl Smith, who gains 14 yards on the rush. Nice run by him. So now it's 1st and 10 here for Buffalo after that nice run by Carl Smith. Cox looking around and will thread the needle to Russell as he gains 23 yards on the reception. Now that puts Buffalo past the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 once again here for Buffalo. Quickly dump it off to Seals as he gains 9 yards on the reception. 2nd and 1 here as Buffalo's just driving down this field. Once again, we'll go with another play-action play, but right there, they gain negative 4 yards on the play. So really odd decision why we just dump it off to his fullback, which McFadden was just perfectly defending. Actually, no, that was Patrick White, our true freshman. So really odd decision, but anyways, it's 3rd and 5 now. So it looks like that'll be end of the 3rd quarter. Santa Fe up 35-21 over Buffalo right now. But obviously the Bulls do have the ball right now. So now it is 3rd and 5 here for Buffalo. Looking to pick up this 1st down. Cox will dump it off to the flats to Huff, but he runs out of the bounds. Now bring up a 4th and 2. Weird play why he didn't turn upfield, but guess he didn't have the momentum going for him. Not surprised here as Buffalo is going for it on 4th and 2. Looking to pick up this 1st down. Cox will be pressured. He somehow escapes it and picks up the 1st down. I don't know how we just missed that sack on him. So now it's 1st and 10 for Buffalo after they barely get that 1st down. They'll go with the screenplay, and there's no one over there, but Rashawn Woods is able to shove Carl Smith out bounds. So it is 2nd and 4 here now for the Buffalo Bulls. And they're in the red zone now. Cox will just halfback draw it to Smith. Unable to pick up the 1st down as he only gains 3 yards. So another big third down looming here. 3rd and 1. They'll go with the read option, and no one's there to defend them, as Cox will easily stride in for the touchdown. And now Buffalo is only 1 touchdown away from tying this game up. So now Santa Fe is right back on offense here, looking to do some more damage as they've been doing all game. Here is another play action play with Roberson, and he'll scramble out here, get some nice blocks upfield, and he'll just head out of bounds for a 19-yard rush. Nice play there by Roberson. And that's just an example why I started Roberson over Johnny Morris, because he has so much more speed and can get out of the pocket so much faster, as again he'll take off out of bounds, and he gains 12 yards on the play. So Santa Fe now at the 45-yard line, looking to get another first down. Roberson will try and hit, and that's a fumble actually. He was trying to hit Bernard Smith on the play, but he fumbles it as he's about to throw it, and Buffalo recovers the ball. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, Roberson does have a tendency to fumble, and right there he just shows that off to you. But anyways, Buffalo looking to tie this game up on offense, and Thomas will take it for 7 yards. Santa Fe has not been able to stop this Buffalo offense whatsoever, except a few drives. But anyways, Cox here looking around for another player. He hits Thomas once again, but it's just shy of a first down. So Buffalo here is facing another 3rd and short here. So it's 3rd and 1 for Buffalo. Looking to hand it off to Smith, who picks it up easily. 6-yard rush. So Buffalo hurrying up here, 1st and 10. And they'll go with the speed option here, and Cox will keep it and gain 5 yards. This Buffalo offense has been just running it all over us all game long. And they'll go right back to the same exact play, but luckily we'll only stop them for 1 yard. So now that brings up a 3rd and 4 here for Buffalo. Braylon Cox looking to scramble outside the pocket, and Maxwell tracks him down, and he prevents him getting for a first down. And Buffalo here again will be going for it on 4th and 2 here. Looking to pick up again, and they'll go with the speed option again, and Cox will pick up the first down and more. They've been just going straight to that speed option play every single play basically this drive, and they'll go with a read option here. McCarthy unable to tackle him, and Foster finally brings him down. Braylon Cox just breaking through tackles here. So it's 2nd and goal here for Buffalo, as they're just yards away from getting a touchdown. They'll hand off to Underwood, who only gained 0 yards on the play. So I'm assuming Jake Underwood is either their fullback or their 4th-string running back. Anyways, it's 3rd and goal, and they'll just lob it out of bounds. That was a horrible pass. Buffalo again will be going for 4th and goal. They've been perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down so far. Anyways, Cox here looking around, and he'll hit Matthews, and that's a touchdown. And Buffalo will tie the game up now, 35 all. So now Santa Fe and Travis Roberson looking at answer back. Go back up on the scoreboard, but here anyways, they'll dump it off to Lavelle Evans on the screen, but only gains 2 yards on the reception. So Travis Roberson continues to shine in the passing game, 12 for 13 currently. And he'll dump it off to Alex Newton, who gets it, but is just short of the first down. 6-yard reception for Alex Newton. And now Santa Fe facing a 3rd down here. 3rd and 1 for the Scorpions. Will hand off to Lavelle Evans. Tries bouncing it to the outside, but is unable to get the first down. So Santa Fe will actually be going for it here. 4th and inches here. Game on the line. 1 minute and 30 as we'll hand it off to Lavelle Evans, who easily picks it up the first down and more. Lavelle Evans with the 20-yard rush. What a play call right there. So Santa Fe goes with the 4th down play, picks it up, and now they're past the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for Santa Fe. Roberson here lobs it out to Alex Newton, but that's deflected. It's only Travis Roberson's 2nd incompletion of the game. So it is now 2nd and 10 here for Santa Fe, and they're facing a blitz. Roberson just forced to lob it out, and that's incomplete once again. So 2 straight incompletions here leads to a 3rd and 10. And here Santa Fe snaps the ball, looking for Bernard Smith, who somehow catches that. I don't know how he just got that ball to Bernard Smith, but he did. 1st and 10 for Santa Fe. And look at the pass here. Travis Roberson throws it out to Bernard Smith, and he faces about 3 Buffalo defenders here. Somehow completes it to Bernard Smith, and he's out at the 30-yard line. So after an incompletion and a loss of yards on 1st and 2nd down, it brings up a 3rd and 12 here for Santa Fe once again. 41 seconds here to work with. And here, Roberson will try to hit Bernard Smith, but is way overthrown and intercepted. Bernard Smith not able to tackle the defender. And here, Campbell, the offensive lineman, will barely catch him. But they're way in the red zone now, and what a horrible play. So here, Travis Roberson trying to find Bernard Smith, who was wide open, kind of over the middle of the field. Instead, throws it straight to the safety, basically, for his first interception ever. And Bernard Smith, I don't know how he didn't bring him down. His arm goes through his legs, basically, and he still runs through without any problems. Luckily, our offensive lineman Campbell here barely tackles him and saves a pick 6. But this is really bad here for Santa Fe now, as Buffalo's at the 15-yard line. Carl Smith here has a wide open goal, or yardage right here, and he gets 14 yards on the rush. And now Santa Fe is just 1 yard away from going up in this game. Here they'll hand off to Carl Smith, and he'll easily pick up the 1st down and touchdown. So Santa Fe has 21 seconds and 3 timeouts to drive down the field, 80 yards to tie up this game. Looking for a miracle here as Travis Roberson tries lobbing it downfield for Bernard Smith, but incompletes that. So Santa Fe brings in Johnny Morris here with 15 seconds left, trying to get a better arm in the game to force the ball down the field. Johnny Morris will lob it up for Jeffrey Cox, and it's incomplete again. So it is now 3rd and 10 with just 10 seconds left. Here, Johnny Morris looking back, fires it downfield for Marcus Washington, and he drops the jump ball. Are you kidding me? Well, this is the last play of the game. 4 seconds left, 4th and 10. And look who we have at wide receiver here. We have Travis Roberson in the slot. Hail Mary time. Let's see if Travis Roberson can try to get down the field. Lobs it up to Travis Roberson, and it's just intercepted here. And that will put an end to this game. So sadly here, Santa Fe takes a loss on their first game of the year. It was a really good game. We just could not get any stops except that one interception on defense. That whole entire running game by Buffalo just carved us up on defense. And then late mistake there by freshman QB Travis Roberson in his first ever game, throwing it straight to the safety, which ended up being the game-winning interception. So here are the stats for the game. And looking at Travis Roberson's stats, he had a really good passing game up until obviously the very end. But anyways, he was 14 out of 20 with 220 passing yards, a touchdown, and obviously that one really heartbreaking and what ended up being the game-winning interception. Looking at the rushing numbers here, Travis Roberson led the team in rushing yards as well with 82 yards, and he also gained his first rushing touchdown. Lavelle Evans also put in 75 rushing yards and got 2 rushing touchdowns. And Jovan Thurman also added a touchdown off of 21 rushes, or 21 rushing yards. Looking at the receiving numbers here, Marcus Washington obviously had a really good game, had that one huge touchdown coming out of halftime, had 78 yards on the game, also with that touchdown. Bernard Smith was 62 yards on the game as well. And it was a horrible performance on defense, but here Rashawn Woods led the way with 7 tackles, tied also with Carlos McFadden with 7. And Tom Sanders here and Rashawn Woods both got sacks. I'm really mad about Tom Sanders not being able to get those 2 sacks. He missed 2 crucial sacks, which led actually to a touchdown, I think, off of a broken sack. But anyways, Tom Sanders might get replaced again by Trey Harrington. And Titus D'Angelo obviously came up with the lone interception for Santa Fe. It was a really clutch interception at the time, but obviously not enough. And looking at Buffalo's stats right here, Braylon Cox was amazing in this game. 24-25, 146 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception in the game. And now looking at the rushing numbers, this is the most disappointing stats really, because if you look at it, it wasn't just one single player that killed us. It was all of them that just killed us in the rushing game. So Jason Roberson, their backup running back, led the way with 97 rushing yards off of 9 attempts. Just killed us basically on every run. And their QB Braylon Cox added 95 rushing yards as well and a rushing touchdown. And then their third string running back, Carl Smith, had 42 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. And obviously their starting running back, who was supposed to be their best offensive player, 82 overall Jason Young, got injured early in the game, had to go out, and he only gained 15 yards off of 3 rushes. So another really disappointing loss for Santa Fe, coming off their first game of this year 2 season. But anyways, in week 3, our second game of the year, we'll be facing off against arguably our best opponent of the year, UNC, who is still undefeated thankfully and is currently ranked 13th in the nation. So be on the lookout for this game, because this is going to be a really good game. Will also be Santa Fe's home opener, so really excited about this game. But anyways, yeah, that will wrap it up for the video. So thank you guys so much. If you watched this far, please like and subscribe if you haven't before. And yeah, I will catch you guys later. Peace out.